is KCAL News Mornings.
Good morning. Today is finally Friday, October 3rd. I'm Christine Lazar in for Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Kalina Estrinos, and we do want to begin with that breaking news. You can hear it, you can see it. This huge explosion and fire rocks a refinery in El Segundo. And this morning, the dangerous firefight continues. I want you to take a look at the view right now from KCAL, and you can see that we've been told that the fire is contained. However, firefighters that are still putting out those flames there, and you can see it there. Not out just yet, but we're continuing to watch it for you throughout the morning.
And this Chevron facility covers 1,000 acres, bordered by El Segundo Boulevard on the north, Rosecrans on the south, and Sepulveda and Vista Del Mar on the east and the west. We have live TV coverage. We start with meteorologist Amber Lee to tell us what the fire is doing to our air. Rick Montanez will look at the impact on our community. And actually, we're going to begin with Tina Patel with the latest on that fire.
Good morning. Well, as you said, the city of El Segundo is posting that the fire is contained and there is no threat to the public. But when you look down the street from our vantage point, you can see that there is still a very active firefight going on inside the refinery. I want to take a closer look from KCAL so you can see what's going on right now. It looks like there are a couple of ladder trucks on either side of that part of the refinery where the fire is happening. Those firefighters from those aerial units continuing to shoot water at the fire from a distance, and that's basically what they've been doing all night. They have to be cautious since we're talking about hazardous material that's burning. A former Chevron employee told us last night that they have to let some of this fuel just burn off and just really concentrate on making sure that it doesn't spread. Now, it's still not clear what sparked this fire, but take a look at video taken just after 9 last night. Witnesses say it sounded like there was some sort of explosion that then led to the massive fire. This Chevron facility is the largest producing oil refinery on the West Coast. They process more than 276,000 barrels of crude per day. So there is a concern anytime there's a fire. But Chevron does have its own fire department backed by city and county crews. And they tell us they were able to respond immediately, confine the fire to one part of the refinery. Here's what El Segundo's mayor told us when we talked to him over the phone last night.
So our inspectors are there to assist in any way. We do have various fence line monitors around the areas near the refinery. So that's how we're able to check the air quality levels nearby and see sort of what's happening.
And that was actually somebody from the AQMD talking about how they are also monitoring the situation. Now, this is what Chevron sent us, their statement overnight. All refinery personnel and contractors have been accounted for, and there are no injuries. No evacuation orders for area residents have been put in place by emergency response agencies monitoring the incident, and no exceedances have been detected by the facility's fence line monitoring system. As we come back out here live, again, still a very active firefight, but right now, what we're being told is there is no threat to the public. For more on how people have been impacted, though, let's check in with Rick Montanez on Rick. I mean, a lot of people are seeing this and they are concerned this morning.
Yeah, Tina, you know, it's got to be unsettling for the witnesses who saw all of this chaos last night to see that flames are still burning this morning. So Tina is on the south side of the refinery. We are on the east side here on PCH, and you can see those flames from our vantage point here from the shopping center that is across the street. We are right near Plaza El Segundo, if you're familiar with the area, and so you could see these flames burning. It was considerably more dramatic of an image last night. Let's show you cell phone video. You can see this first clip shot by someone in their car, and the flames were massive. From a distance, it appeared like buildings or other stores may be on fire. So difficult for a lot of people to really understand what was burning at first. Lots of confusion by witnesses initially. Some people tell us that they are used to seeing controlled flames coming from the refinery, but nothing to this extent. This is clearly something that was out of control and dangerous. People told us they self-evacuated, unsure what was burning or whether it would spread. And one man said that he couldn't really tell how far the fire was at first because the flames were just so big.
We just saw a huge flame just like go in the distance. It looked super close at first, but then we searched it up, and then we saw it was all the way in Manhattan Beach. So it was like a refinery fire or something like that, but it looked like it just started like whoosh. And so that's when we dropped everything.
I saw like just like fire, and I was like, guys, like, what is going on over there? Like, that is so scary. We haven't seen a fire like that, like, so close to us ever.
And that large. So certainly quite a frightening night for people who saw all of this unfold last night. The good news I can tell you this morning from where we are, we're not smelling any smoke or anything like that. But of course, they have the air quality officials, as Tina was talking about, keeping an eye on things. And certainly this was just a sight to see for a lot of people. They'll be curious to know exactly what caused all of this. And we'll stay on top of this. And then, of course, we will hear more from other witnesses this morning who saw this happen last night, trying to figure out what was going on in the chaos. Live in El Segundo, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.
Yeah, Rick, thank you. A lot of families live in that area, and they always say this is their fear. So. We will keep on this story, and that fire could cause air quality issues in the surrounding areas. But officials say as of early this morning, sensors have not indicated any serious problems. However, they also warn that that could change as the smoke settles. We'll have more on this ahead at 6:30. But first, we want to check in with Amber Lee with your next weather forecast. And Amber, I had to put on those windshield wipers this morning.
Yeah, and you know that because of what we're dealing with right now, I think that's really helping the air quality as well, because we have the cooler air. We have a little bit more of that sea breeze, and we have a system that's just sitting to the north of us. So I want to show you really quickly our air quality map at this hour. You can see it's all in green, especially near the coast and where that refinery fire is located. And again, it's all because our air quality right now is working with all of this, because we have a little bit more of that sea breeze, and it is just a little bit cooler. So that is definitely helping. Here's a look at what I'm talking about. There's that satellite radar. Today's much cooler this morning compared to what we've been dealing with for the last few mornings, because you can see the system is moving just a little bit closer to us. It could bring a stray shower, especially through the grapevine. We did see some heavier drizzle this morning, depending on where you live. And then we did see some drizzle, some patchy drizzle elsewhere. So just know that we're going to continue to see that. It's going to be much cooler because of the sea breeze. Well, coming up, my next weather forecast, I'll let you know whether or not all of the cooler weather is going to stick around for the weekend. Back to you.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.